Okay, I want today tell you my origin story as an entrepreneur. You see, my backstory is that I've been struggling as a young teacher, feeling undervalued and grossly underpaid in my job. So I started a family business with my brother and mother. This career of a teacher was lasting several years after me finishing studies, and in the meantime from time to time I actually was unemployed, and I've picked up other jobs, some menial jobs, and I just grew tired of this type of life. And again, even this teacher job, supposedly being my dream job, was just unfulfilling, was completely not what I've expected. So again, after 2 or 3 years of this struggle, I just gave up and started a family business with my brother and mother. But not having any business education at all, we struggle for several years, not knowing how to grow at all. In fact, we didn't know for a decade till the great recession of last recession of this pandemic hit, and I've actually had to accommodate into this new environment and finally learn the business. I mean, doing it in such a way that has really potential to grow and really grow. But yeah, for majority of time of the existence of this business, I've been completely unaware of it. What to do and how to make it a big success. All right? And on top of that, it was a family business, so I felt dependent on family, basically. Right? I've put almost all the work into the business, but the capital in this business wasn't mine. Fundamentally, it wasn't mine. And so that created a strange feeling of dependency, and often feeling like in a job, being bossed around by older brother. That in turn created a shame and resentment with years and years when we've been doing this business. And finally, it created a really desperate need to become financially independent. But still, I wanted, because I grew so into this business, I just wanted to make it a success, to prove myself that I can make of any business a big success, and that was actually our dreams from the beginning, right? Like everyone starting a business. But due to this lack of knowledge, skills, I completely was oblivion to how to make this really work. Now, I've mentioned the COVID. Before that, we've actually started to do quite well, but suddenly left with first lower demand, but the most importantly, with the loss of so-called EEC approval for our main product, we've been just left in the dark, so to speak, because suddenly we've had to fight an uphill battle of price. Because, to make this products being sold on the market, we have had to put initial investments of making this EEC approval suddenly. That had to jump the cost of it so significantly that the demand for this product dropped also significantly, right? And now we started to really struggle. And that pushed me doubly to make it finally, to split and make my own business. And at the same time, upskill, right? Skill up and make it finally something big out of also this family business. But again, first and foremost, I've wanted to make my own business for myself, especially when the conflicts with my brother really started to grow out of hand. And the situation just became more and more intolerable, because he lost his job also due to COVID and became very difficult to deal with, So all those emotions that have already grew rather intolerable became even more intense. And that, again, made me really, really desperate to split. Right? To take everything I had and start my own one-man business. And that also forced me to learn business, really, as I have never learned before. It was always a very superficial and secondary thing for me to learn business. That's the issue of many small business owners. They treat it as something secondary to what they do. It's not very wise of us as beginning entrepreneurs, because in fact we should invest everything in our business education first, not do the business instinctively. But anyway, it was my situation, and suddenly I really dived deep into business world, business education, and discovered that actually what I've been doing in the business was quite ancient. Let's put it this way, in that it was very traditional thinking about business, pre-internet. And we actually, starting this business, have all those preconceptions and false beliefs about business that a typical every man has. Bringing all those beliefs about traditional business to the modern online business. But no, nowadays we can do business completely differently, without large investment, without warehouse and even stock at all. We can even do it without customer service. It's amazing. And yet do millions in very simple type of online business. Actually, it's not one business, but more. This type of businesses. They differ. They have pros and cons. And so finally, having realized this, I had a plan. Hey, I can make it, right? With all my limited resources and still limited knowledge, I can jump on this opportunity of this one-man simple online business and make it. And the first thing I've learned about this type of business was a course business, right? An expert course online. And I actually started to do it very, very intensively for months. I've created many materials. I was already on the verge of launching almost this business, putting it together and launching. But in the meantime, I've studied many other ways of doing business, and finally, I stumbled on this amazingly simple and yet extremely powerful business model that is affiliate marketing. And on top of that, at the same time I've discovered that just creating an expert course without a market research, a beta group, and truly significant results, it puts me this new business at risk of low demand, inauthenticity, and a failure. So when I stumbled on this even simpler than a course type of business, without the need for a large investment, a stock, and not having to deal with customers, I decided to go for affiliate marketing. Alright, that gave me more chances to succeed. So having stumbled on LaunchU, I was convinced totally by Stuart and this company that it is something to really dive into and take advantage of this opportunity. But now, and my thinking back then was, hey, because there are those problems with course, I'd better learn digital marketing first to make this course really a success. And my plan was, hey, now I have this affiliate marketing opportunity. Let's go through it make some real money into it, and along the way learn these necessary skills for making my family business and this new course business really something, really big time, thanks to those new skills. Right? That was my thinking back then. But now, affiliate marketing might be done in very different ways. And after going through Modern Wealthy of LaunchU, I've realized that this is just scratching the surface. I've been not learning the really, really effective ways of doing it. But at the same time, I've discovered that LaunchU really stands out in affiliate marketing and other things too. So I thought to myself, okay, so now what? Am I going to go and research still further, try this, try that, for another bunch of years? It took me several years to make something acceptable out of this family business, right? So I realized that I have to take shortcut. And not only shortcut, already knowing that it takes a lot of time and effort to build a business, having this experience with family business, I knew that I will need a lot of help to make it really fast, right? And I needed this financial independence quickly, right? So finally, after seeing again this LaunchU being really, really professional in this affiliate marketing space and being there for more than 15 years, I just knew that this is the option to really dive head on. All right, it just stood out of the market like really a mile. And so first what I did was upgrade to Launchpad. And Launchpad, it's interesting that as the whole LaunchU, it stands out not just in affiliate marketing, it stands out in online business in general. So what also contributes to the high integrity of this company is that they do not push on you any business model, because exactly they are able to provide tools and guidance in any online business, right? And this is another thing that they really stand out in. And yes, after Launchpad, I mean much earlier, because Launchpad has it's just a core program where you develop your marketing skills, but it's also a program to build from scratch or grow your existing online business. I knew that now is the time to just get more help from the start. And it is actually designed in this way that you, doing the Launchpad already from the start, you can get a lot of additional help in the form of upgrades and build your business really fast, because there is all you need there, right? Including infrastructure, the tools, all the tools you need, and most importantly, the professional guidance. So soon after I jump into Launchpad, I just upgraded. And I upgraded to Gold and some other minor programs in this company, because I've in such a package I get some discount, significant discount. And now my end result after embarking on this Launchpad venture is, I've learned so much. I can't fully express the profound impact it has had on me. I've not only mastered the affiliate marketing, that was the reason for me, initial reason to came to this company, but along the way, I've picked up a ton of skills important in every business, ranging from copywriting to camera presence and presentations, to online advertising, to brand and email marketing. I've even learned and ventured into other business areas, for example, in Amazon and coaching. And all that thanks to the resources I've got with my membership in Launchu. But what's truly profound is that I've experienced here in this company something I couldn't even predict it. A profound change in my mindset and life. I no longer allow my brother to boss me around. I'm proud and loving myself, and confident that with all those online possibilities I've learned, soon I will become financially free, meaning retire completely and embrace my first love, which is self-development and scientific and philosophical studies, I've been putting it off for quite a long time, and this is my dream, to just retire completely, not having do even business anymore, and just living from investment and doing my studies. But also, actively trying still to self-develop and, take the full of the life in this respect of, extending my awareness and by developing myself. Right. All right, so this is my origin story. It took me quite long to express it, but hopefully you got something valuable out of it. Cheers, cheers, cheers!